Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Mass Effect. We are on our way to go pick up Liara. I think I might go have a chat with some of the crew now that everybody's on board. So let's get started, shall we? I want to speak to Garrus and Rex in particular, now that we've picked them up. And Tally, of course. See what they have to say about the Normandy. I believe they are all downstairs, if I remember correctly. I'll take the XP over here then. Thank you very much. Alright, down we go. Yeah, here we are.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard.
Thank you.
What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Oh, come on.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation?
No.
An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
Alright, fair enough.
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Yeah, noted. I won't.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Oh, I thought it was going to lead to more, but I guess not. Okay. Hi, Garrus.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
A lot of red tape, huh?
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants
There are
it done
limits.
their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
Yeah. You got
It's
over
not
it.
the end of the world. You'll have tougher decisions soon enough.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
Glad to hear it.
Without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Alright. Rack officer, we're still poor, so it doesn't really matter. Hi, Tally.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space.
Pretty big
I
jump.
have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
Hey, you're welcome.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
Wow. That's pretty impressive.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
Seems like a very fragile position for an entire race to be in.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
Yeah, makes sense.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts.
Interesting.
It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
And one day it bit you in the backside.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal.
Okay.
The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought.
So much
But
for
one
that.
thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
Yeah. Could be useful, I can see it.
So there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I can imagine. They became sentient.
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
I mean, understandably so.
You didn't really think they'd just let you destroy them without a fight, did you?
The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exiled, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
I mean, it kind of does serve you right, but...
You got what you deserved.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
You make a good point.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so worked up. Most Quarians tend to have pretty strong opinions about the Geth.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most.
Hence the suit.
By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See ya.
See you later.
Interesting. I like the Quarians. I think they got a very interesting background. Alright, let's go grab Liara. Liara's one of my favourites, I could admit. I know that most people prefer either Tali or Liara. It's always been Liara for me. That's a very slow elevator. Alright, off we go. We'll start in Athens. If we don't find it here, I'll double check where it is. I can't quite remember. Proteus seems like a... seems like a protein dioxide we found on Proteus, maybe? Not much of interest there. Okay, let's try it. Williams 3. Be nice if you could access the journal from there. Artemis Tower. Uncharted Worlds of the Artemis Tower cluster. So it doesn't really give us anything. Okay. We'll have a look around. I doubt it'll be... Oh, it is going to be this one, okay. I thought that might have been a bit too close to the sun, but apparently not. Now, who should we take with us? Garrus for sure. Tali, maybe? Yeah, let's take Tali. Or Tali. I had the Macon. Now this was a nightmare in the original. Okay, so that's the stronghold anomaly debris. I think we won't directly go for these, but I mean we can kind of make a round trip, so we'll go over this way. Those boosters are a nice addition. No? Ah, I thought it might make it up that. It's still a little bit all over the place, but it's not anywhere near as bad as I remember it being. Do not want that one. Electronics too low. Can we do something about that? We don't have oh, we do have electronics. So does Tali. Go that far into that one. I think we got Garrus on decryption. Yeah, we do. Nice helmet. Go shield boost there. I think these are pretty good, but... Oh, that's far better. Okay. I think we'll max this. The shield capacity there is quite nice. We'll go with shield boost, and I think we'll put some points here, because those shield boosts are going to be really nice for her survivability. Can't toggle the helmet out here. Okay. And what should we do? Definitely go all the way into Intimidate there. Spectre training is quite nice. I think we're going to carry on with... I'll put one into sniper rifles for assassination, then carry on with pistols, I think. Oh, we can do it now. Oh, I thought we made that. Oh. Got it. Motorized joints and incendiary explosive. Is that worth it? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of how it shakes the screen around when you do that. Makes my eyes feel a little bit weird. Oh god, yeah, this is nowhere near as bouncy as it was before. Oh, we have hostiles. I try not to spam that too much. can imagine that noise is probably a bit annoying. That is one resilient sniper. He's still alive. Oh, that's a Krogan. We're hitting our shields pretty hard out here. That all of them? I'm gonna assume there are hostiles in here. Yep. I don't think this is what we were after. Ooh. Do not get back up. Can't aim very well today, but we're getting through him. We're getting through him. Oh, that's a sniper. I don't want to tangle with him. You're gone. Sorry, slaver. That doesn't sound very nice. Oh, that's Tali, sorry. She's down. One more. That was a very strange animation. What made me use Metagel there? I didn't remember pressing anything. I'm not sure what's causing that. I do not believe this is what we were aiming to achieve here. Are we in the right place? Sorry if you heard that. Someone is revving an engine outside. The armour isn't of much use to us. Well, I'm not doing very well there. Shotgun, medium armour. Okay, let's have a look. So we got something for Garrus, I think. I'll take the shield upgrade. Oh no, I'll keep the original. That doesn't look good on you. Extra shields, yeah, sure. That's nice. Nothing extra here. Hammer 3. I mean, the shots isn't great, but it's pretty high damage. Absolutely take that. I should probably save that for Rex, to be fair. I'll put an upgrade on the armor. I don't really use melee that often, so I'll probably give that to Rex. No ammo mods. Give me some accuracy. I think we'll leave that there. Edge 2, Phoenix 2, Banshee 2. Edge 2, Banshee 2. Edge 2 and Scimitar 2. Let's have a look. That's not bad. He can't wear it yet, but we'll keep an eye on that. I think that's what she was originally wearing. The heating capacity is pretty good. Accuracy is nowhere near as nice. I think I'll keep this. Oh.
Regroup!
So what were we after here? I'll have a look upstairs, see if there's anything of interest. There's a door. Oh, okay. You discover evidence that the Asari leading these slavers and the Nasanta Dantus, an important ambassador on the Citadel, are sisters. You should return to the Presidium and confront Nasana with this. Okay. We need some pretty high decryption here. I don't think we were meant to find this for a while yet. So we got Garrus on decryption. See if Master will do that. Medium armor. So can he ever equip heavy armor? Because we have heavy armor for Turians, so I'm not sure if that's ever going to be of any use. We're going to carry on into there, so we get sniper rifles. Crime machines. So we're going to max the shields on her there, and probably put a couple of points into pistol, so she's a bit more effective in combat. As for us, max out sniper rifles for the time being. I don't think charm's too important, really. We'll take overkill on assault rifles. We can take it. Okay. Oh, so close. Got it. Okay, not bad. That was poor. So was that. Oof, I'm not doing a very good job here, am I? We'll have to try this one again, I think. Yeah, that was terrible. Alright, let's try again. Oh, this looks a little easier. Need a gap. Got it. Combat sense 2, high caliber barrel. Alright. Recoil damper hard and weave armor plating. Okay. And we've got a lot of loot out of it, which isn't so bad. But it's definitely not what we were looking for, so I don't think I'll go take a look at the anomaly. I think we'll get out of here. As I was only really interested in finding Liara today, but it looks like that's not happening in this episode, I don't think. We are starting to run out of time. Where is the makeup? Alright, back to the Normandy. We'll have a look around, see if we can find the right planet. And then we will grab Liara in the next one, I think. You scanned the planet Paula, and when a strange signal came from orbit, navigator Presley determined the signal was from an ancient beacon. Your salvage team brought the beacon aboard and found one of Matriarch Delinga's writings in its storage compartment. Okay, I imagine that's another collectible of some sort. That's a pretty world. Large concentration of xenon. So, off to Sparta we go. Alright, we'll go from the inside and work our way out. Nothing there. I'm not going to read the descriptions of each of these planets because we would
Commander,
be
I'm
here
picking
all
up a
day.
signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Looks like we got it. And we're going to take Garrison Rex this time around. I think what I'll do is level Rex up, give him a shotgun. And then we'll leave that one there. It's a little bit short, but I don't really want to get into this and start this. And have a really long episode, so we'll leave that one here. The helmet looks good, Rex. I like it. I like it. We'll give him heavy armor. And absolutely want to unlock shotguns. And we will put quite a few points there. And give you a little bit of health regen. That sounds good. Banshee. Yeah, it's a bit better than what we've got. I'll give Garrus one of these two. Absolutely give you one of those. Might as well give you that. And we'll give you one of those too. Any good snipers for you? So you have an Avenger 1. Yeah, I think the Reaper 2 will do well. You can have that. And we have some heavy armor for you. Oh yes, looking good, Rex. I like it. I like it. We look pretty good. We look pretty good. What have we got over here? Distress signal, anomaly. So we'll check out the debris first, up to the anomaly, and then circle back for the distress signal. Alright, thanks everyone for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one.